Hello, everyone. I'm SOLRETA Antaria, and welcome to this week's episode of Beyond Reality. And oh my gosh, this year has flown. I cannot believe that we're right on the end of January. It's insane. I just wanted to remind you guys to please like, share, and subscribe over on Beyond Mystic. As you can see, many exciting shows coming up and also many changes. And it's been a really interesting week and one of great change for us here at Beyond Mystic. But we're going to have some new shows that are coming up, and I also will have a new show coming up, which is really, really exciting. Which, let me just jump over here, which is Beyond Galactic. So this will be coming up on February the 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So this is going to be with myself, Janine, and JC. This will be a show that we've had sort of talking about for a little bit. So it's going to be really exciting to deliver and bring this to you guys, and something pretty different as well. So yeah, the supernatural things are stepping up a little bit, as we saw last week. Thank you to someone in the comments who actually mentioned about the orb that was in the video, because I was able to go back over. So please remember, we are also over on Rumble. So yeah, check out Beyond Galactic, which is very exciting, coming up February the 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with myself and Janine. But yeah, do like, share, and subscribe over on at Beyond Mystic. And we love it when you guys drop us comments as well. So for those of you that are looking for my bookings and things, because Maison Jupiter and Beyond Mystic are doing their own thing at the moment, which, a lot of love to the girls with their new venture and really like focusing more on Maison Jupiter. Very proud of them for stepping into, their own business and things. And I'm also very happy with, Beyond Mystic and everything that JC and Janine and Meg and I have planned, and the rest of the team. It's very, very exciting. So I'm really looking forward to still having the Starseed Origins readings. JC is setting things up at the moment, so we will have the bookings available really, really soon. So yeah, if you can, guys can just hold on for a little bit longer. So with the Starseed readings, we will be looking into Starseed Origins. I will do your aura drawing and also talk about the current energies around you, what Spirit is pointing out, what's coming up. And with the Mystical Oracle reading, these are actually one of my favorite readings, as well as the Starseed readings. And with the Mystical Oracle reading, I really love it because I get to channel and tap into that old world mystic oracle side of myself. So I love going through your questions, looking into multiple different areas of life for you guys. And yeah, we also do an aura drawing in this session as well to get a pulse check on things and to also see what's coming into the future. So I just wanted to start by going over this little video. Now, bear with me. This is my first time editing a video on Canva, so I tried to slow it down as much as I could. And yeah, thank you again to someone sharing this in the comments, the timestamp of around when this happened. So let me push play. I'll see if I can bring this up a little bit bigger for you guys, and we can hopefully see this in full. So I've popped a little arrow where the orb comes in right at the top. And you can see the trajectory just travel down. So I'll bring that back in slow-mo. The top of the arrow, you'll be able to see exactly like where this orb comes in. And I'll just drag this as slow as I can. And I noticed when I was setting up for you guys today to do this video, there's actually orbs flying around. So it's at the top of the arrow, starting to gradually like move down. And I think this might be me having a little bit of issues with electronics, which tends to happen when I'm talking about energy. Surprise, surprise. Those of us that do have more kind of like ET genetics and things also affect electrics. So let me just push play, and hopefully you guys can pause to capture this a little bit more. And funny, because we were talking about the ribbon orb that appeared in the video the week before. So we're definitely having more interactions with orbs and things at the moment. So this is very exciting to see this, and especially, being one of those kids that's always trying to call my parents to come and have a look at different things that were happening. So yeah, just want to say thank you for sharing that. So what we also have for this week is I also got guided from Spirit to go back and have a look at the energies from last week, and it was just really interesting looking at like what came up in the reading and how the flow and the energy of the week went too. I don't usually go back and watch my readings. I tend to sort of navigate away from that and just be purely in the moment of whatever Spirit's guiding me for. But I do feel it is interesting sometimes when Spirit gets us to go back and look at things. So anyway, the first card that I have for you guys today is from the Woodlands Wardens deck, and they really wanted me to pick an animal spirit. I actually feel animal energy tapping in very heavily at the moment, and that the animals are actually trying to deeply communicate to us. Probably also why we're having a lot of orbs in the videos at the moment too. So the one that came up is the beautiful deer and the oat. So this is plants and animals combined. And let's just hold this up so you guys can capture some of that gorgeous frequency. What's interesting, if we look into it through kind of like the Vedic side of things, and one of the stories around deers, which I think is Mrigashira in the Vedic system, they talk about this innocence and wonderment and kind of like a sweetness that the deer holds. But it can be like caught in headlights, or sometimes represent where do we need to look into things on a deeper level rather than just kind of open-heartedly trusting into things. So this says, the shy and gentle fallow deer is known for its white spots and the broad velvety antlers. It is a shed which sheds and regrows each year. So similarly, oats are symbols of restorative nutrition, even in poor soil. Oats can flourish, providing heavy sustenance. So this in the upright position represents rest. It represents recharge, moderation, and mindfulness. A keys to recover from trauma or a period of intense exertion. So I know you guys are in winter, so it's a really good time to hibernate. Over here in summer, when it's hot, is also a good time to hibernate and rest and rejuvenate. But this is asking the question of, how do I rest and recharge? What practices nourish my soul? And that's been a big one over the past few weeks with Spirit, is really looking into our energies as an antenna, look into what vibrationally sort of makes us feel tense or our stomach kind of churn, what really is giving us a sense of peace and calm. Any kind of like nervous system balancing practices at the moment are high up there on the radar for Spirit. So let's have a look into what comes up this week and just start to tune in and see what beautiful message we have for our Beyond Mystic Soul family. And I'm just so grateful to be part of this beautiful, amazing group, and to have connected with all of you, and to meet you guys on a deeper level in a reading and read for you. It just constantly brings me to a sense of like gratitude and reverence and just deep love and respect for our community. So let's have a look. They want 5 cards. So let's have a look into this. So I'm just going to feel into the energies before we flip them over. Now, the first vision that I'm getting is one that sort of would represent our planet and our interesting. The word that they're giving me is like ecosystem, and they're talking about dynamic balance. They're also referencing a veil effect. And what I mean by that is where we talk about like realms. So let me know if you see any orbs or anything like that appear in the video tonight, because as I said, there was some when I was setting up, but I do feel that they're referencing some changes happening within our realm. So we know there's been intense astrology. We've also got planets that are coming into alignment and things that have shifted out of retrograde and things too. But I do feel that they're referencing us meditating and kind of tapping in to, I guess, what we would sort of talk about being like the veil in our realm or reality, or this kind of like level of consciousness that's associated with the planet. So I do feel that she is helping us to birth, transition, and transcend through different shifts and changes that are happening at the moment. And I did talk about last week sort of being a lone wolf. I think we had a vision of a lone wolf that came through. We had a victory card with timelines shifting and changing and things as well. So this would also be in preparation leading up to what they're talking about now. So let me just see what else we get. There's pulsations that are occurring. So I do feel this is also talking about like Schumann frequency and pulsation. I feel that this is also about the words that Spirit is giving me is illuminated ones. And I do feel this is what I'm sort of seeing in some sessions at the moment around people that have upgraded in terms of ascension, or where we're seeing changes in their aura and the mental body. Some of you guys at the moment are starting to get sparkles in the mental body of the aura. So we are seeing people that have upgraded and shifted and changed. This is also affecting on a morphogenic field level too. So you're also little beacons of light that are affecting others and pillars in the community, whether that's on like a internal level and you're representing that light, or if it's sort of taking it out there in the teacher format. And I know Spirit was encouraging and pushing some of you guys to step more into that element last week. So let me know if you guys have made plans or taken action around that. I'd love to hear about you guys having success and wins in your personal life. So let's flip the cards over. So the first one we have is the card of the Hermit. Now we do see shifts and changes, but these seeds have been planted long ago. So again, we're getting called to come out. And this has come up for a few of you this week that are maybe a little bit more shy or reserved, or perhaps not knowing if you're supposed to step forward into the spotlight. So with the Hermit card, we do see the sun being this beautiful guiding light that sits in the sacred geometry of the octahedron, which is about manifestation. It's about breathing life, speaking and creating words that anchor and build our reality going forth. We also see the egg with the Kundalini snake wrapped around it and the sperm. So this is also seeding your visions, planting the seeds for your future. This is not something that we need to have a physical sign for. This is something that's urged within the soul. The Hermit, or the Merlin card, I like to refer to it as sometimes, his wisdom comes from his soul. It comes from his higher self. It comes from God. It comes from the universe. So what we see with him too is he's also protected on this journey, on this path. So it's to really tap in, trust your intuition around those that are being guided for teaching and things at the moment. We also see movement. So where we may have felt held back or perhaps lacked confidence in things, we're seeing a little bit of movement. So for those of you that have taken action, this being Virgo and Sun energy, we're perhaps seeing some things that maybe are coming into fruition, new opportunities, new experiences. I'm hearing stage. So for some of you, it might be literally whether it's public speaking or acting on stage or presenting or teaching. I am seeing some things around this as well. We also have the card of fortune. So this is a destiny card for me. It's beautiful Taurus energy. We also see that there's a bit of protection from lower realm things with the crocodile at the bottom. We also see the beautiful stars. So for me, this is like where we're just coming into alignment. The more that we're holding this vision and holding this energy, we're seeing the positive influence and aspects of being this other version of self that has, the confidence that is already in that end goal. We're actually starting to shift and cause a quantum jump with this. And we also have the death card come up. So there is a bit of Phoenix energy with this, new cycles and changes. We know with endings, and I saw 1313 when we're talking about this, we know with endings that there's always, that season. There's the winter, and then we have the spring. So I do see endings and new beginnings, but I also see healing around this too. So it's actually a really beautiful process when we can tap into grief. We can tap into the gratitude of what things may have brought from the past, and really tap into the wisdom that we've gained from certain experiences and the love that we've gained and all of the good stuff with the bad stuff, and to learn from this. But there is a little period of hibernation, as we were talking about. So Four of Swords, this is a card of healing. It is a card of stasis. It is a card of meditation, higher truth, making time to connect. Just like in the traditional cards, the little prayer hands over the heart pointing towards the stained glass windows of the church or the higher realms. We also see it's Jupiter. This is about growth, expansion, abundance. and Libra energy with this as well. So we can see it's also on an emotional, psychic, spiritual level, putting out these vibrations and putting out these electrical currents. I was talking a lot the other day on my channel around scalar and things, and energy that literally comes in from the stars. So you guys are calling in, you're vibrating and quantumly entangled with what you're speaking, what you're creating. So I do feel it's interesting. Spirit's really slowing down as we're talking about this. It's like they really want us to get in how we're quantumly entangling in what we're creating, what we're speaking into reality. So let's get some clarifiers from the Greek tarot, the Mythos deck, and see what comes out. This will be interesting. It's such a gorgeous deck, this one. And they want a few cards from this. We'll flip these straight over. So we have Five of Cups, which is often referred to as the card of disappointment. It can sometimes represent where we're looking at the grief and we're looking at loss in a situation or something. But there is the two cards that represent connection, can represent coming together, can represent love. It's Cancerian and more of like a Venus energy, and it can represent connection too. So with the loss, it's also good to look into beautiful things that we have and new things coming into. We also have Page of Cups with this. So it's also moving forward, like with love, with a grateful heart, and looking at these beautiful butterflies representing that spring energy, new beginnings, transformation. What we also see with Page of Cups too, it's also on a nervous system level, moving towards things that make you feel good, really noticing like what pulls you into an uplifted heart space, what makes your energy sing. We also have Ten of Swords too. So this could be letting go of a lot of stuff to do with the past. We can't get much further than an ending of the Ten of Swords. In my favorite version of the tarot, it is called the Card of Ruin, and it does have swords pointing all towards the heart. So we know that sometimes people talk about like literally feeling with the nervous system, they can feel on like a spinal level or your actual nerve endings. You can feel like pins and needles and things like that. I actually am getting the words Body is the Barometer to the Soul, which is a beautiful, amazing book by Annette Noontel. I think she was an Australian author. Spoke a lot about Pleiadians. She was an older lady that's passed now, but had so much wisdom when it came to representing body parts and the spiritual emotions, or the different embodiment of emotions and how we physically will hold things and how you can shift them. So yeah, Ten of Swords energy, I feel that it's to shake out these swords, shake out whatever's stressing your nervous system out, shake out whatever's not kind of like resonating within your spirit and your vibration. We then have Four of Wands, which is in my favorite deck known as a card of completion. It's Venus and Aries energy. It also represents a spiritual alignment and spiritual marriage. So have a look at like what you are being pulled towards, what you are aligning with. We also see the Knight of Coins with this as well. So there could be new offers, new opportunities and things that come up with this. Also, sometimes you will see the Four of Wands being represented as a cell or a cycle of completion. So Spirit is urging me to pick some more cards. We also, there was one card from that deck hiding in my little spot. We have Nine of Coins. So this is beautiful Virgo energy with Venus. So for me, this is about soul groups. It's about coming together with love. With this Nine of Coins too, it's a card of gain, and it's beautiful heart chakra energy is what I usually see with the Virgo Venus energy, but it's also sometimes activations. So many of you being activated at the moment, we're activating each other. This can also be coming into like physical alignment because it is disc energy. So you might be meeting some soul family in person. You might be meeting loved ones in person and things like that. Let's have a look and see what we have with the star cards. And these are my deck, the Assyrian star cards. So let's have a look and comes up with what comes out this week. Dreams. So we have talked about this on the last couple of weeks too, and we have faith. So definitely feel into your dreams at the moment. And we see with this, Diamond energy. This is sort of that energy going between two realms. So I'll read this out to you. So a dream is receiving communication from the unconscious mind. Notice reoccurring meanings and symbols. So this is also around how we were talking about with your nervous system, because this is connected to the subconscious mind. So your body's actually telling you how you feel about things, how you feel about situations, or how you feel about potential new job offers, relationships, anything of that kind of thing. We also have the card of faith. And with this, it says, I find faith deep within my own spirit. I find faith within my guides as well. So, beautiful message for this week. Let's have a final look. And I have another animal. It's an Australian animal oracle card. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of taste of home. But before we do that, let's also just bring up some other things that we have happening. So we have Navigating the Woo episode, which is on the beyondmystic.net website. So you will see Janine and Meg have the latest episode up. So let me just move this around so you guys can see. So this one is available to watch on the pay-per-view for $3.99. And we also have, oh, there's the gorgeous Elena. Don't forget, we have Beyond Galactic with Janine and JC, myself, coming up February 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern. I would love to see you guys in the chat there and saying hello. That would be wonderful. And we also have the new Spies, the Psychic Spies episode coming up January 31st at 3 p.m. with Meg and Janine. And I can't wait for this one. This is going to be on Saint Germain. So it's going to be really exciting to have a look into this. And don't forget, we have the Starseed Origins and the Mystic Oracle sessions coming up very, very soon. So thank you for your patience as we get the bookings and everything organized. So let's read the last card for today, which is the Wild Wisdom Australia deck. And this one is by Corinne Roberts and Bonnie Hughes. And let's have a look. So we have the card of the Christmas beetle. I did look these up earlier because they're harder to find in the guidebook. And over here, these gorgeous little rainbow beetles actually look like oil slicks. So they're really shiny, metallic looking rainbow beetles, and they come out at Christmas time. So when the weather is hot over here, we have really fun memories over here. If you guys were kids in school and seeing the Christmas beetles come out and like following them around and picking them up and having them as little pets and things. So I'll just read to you what this is about. This is about metamorphosis, profound truth, ancient spirits, under and upper worlds, persistence, color, and solidarity. Christmas beetle is a symbol of good luck and has come to tell you that your persistence is about to pay off. It may have seemed like you've been walking through the dark, but Christmas beetles come to light the way. It is time to reap the rewards of your hard work. You have many artistic talents, and the Christmas beetle asks you to tap into them, especially if you have avoided doing so. Your creative endeavors, no matter how big or small, help you to express your truth and your wisdom. So you do not have to be a professional artist. Just get creative and have fun with it through music, dance, painting, writing, and otherwise. Christmas beetle can help you channel your energy towards your goals and practical steps. So there's an invocation, it's an invocation, teamwork, and intuition. Meditate on the Christmas beetle energy and help tap into your resources within yourself and extended patience and understanding to others. So this is all about learning to be compassionate, helping to stand your ground, stand in your truth, feeling in for creative inspiration. It also is about being a team player on a chakra level. It's sacral and Shadavishana, third eye, or I'm probably not saying that right, but your Ajna chakra, your third eye. So it's also connected with orange and purple. And the mantra is, it is safe for me to express my truth. So we also have these gorgeous, it looks like silver princess blossoms. Interesting, in flower essence, the silver princess is actually, it's such a gorgeous energy of like having your spirit and your soul protected, but actually encouraging you to speak your truth. So she's a really beautiful, unique soul. There's actually one you can take as a flower essence. It is amazing. For those of you that want to Google it, Silver Princess Australian Flower Essence. Yeah, it's a really beautiful one. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes, shares, subscribes, and especially thank you for those that take the time to pop the comments below. I love reading them. I don't always get the time to reply, but occasionally I will. And I do love reading them though, and popping the little love hearts on there. All right, you guys take care. And I will see you on the weekend for the Galactic Origin show with JC and Janine. Bye.